my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find. I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to easy as a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Look, 180. 54 Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
54.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Wide, get wide. Shoot. He's coming. Lynch 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Cousins now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, watch the slant.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, put it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
Check, X3, 218, chopper. Check 13.
Back to the ground, Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because it's
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
In your face.
Ric Flair.
36.
Go, 12. Go.
To throw is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephen Weatherly drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Gall. Got a man. It's Aitman complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the shift.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, 76. 76. 76. Here we go.
From the 31, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Not today.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Oh, you got deep?
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. On 1st down, it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marcel Aitman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Yards to go.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. 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 Where ball? 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 5.
To the air again. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Hill. This is screen to Abdullah. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A final shot before break. Hill. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Hill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10.
Ric Flair.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Gone. Open man is Noah Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
53, check 53. Watch the slant, watch the slant. More now. Watch the slant. 2 for 1. Check 99. 53's the mic.
Now Goff on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Bush. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Hill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Throwing on third down. Hill. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the delay, this is Abdullah. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Alexander on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go with Abdullah again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
10 yards.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get in behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marcel Aitman there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Abdullah. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on third down, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, New Orleans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hill, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run it with Bush. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike 5-9. Hey, kill. Slam. Maverick.
From the 29, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Five.
Hey, Delta.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hell, you won. He don't know no better. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, wahoo!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
27-yard line.
80 weapon. Hustle. 57. Mike, 57. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eli Harrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to them.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Collins on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Hill. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Hill on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, he's got a man wide open. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
32. First down, Saints.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to Murray on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Saints 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The second down run for Abdullah. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Delayed give to Collins. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.